examples mentioned in the video. What has changed, what hasn't changed, and how to make it happen. My personal view, which has not changed, isn't it? The nature of the fashion industry hasn't changed, even in the digital economy. Still in the video, we see these keywords: global, designed in New York and made in Malaysia and shipped to 20 different markets in the world. Long and fragmented process, different process happen in different countries. Okay? Buyer-driven. The demand is customized shirts that way. What consumer needs. Well designed, what will be made. Right? This is something hasn't changed. What has changed? Participants in the supply chain. Who participate? Okay, who is the player in this new business model? And how they're connected become different. Right? Or including their location become different. The way supply chain is constituted and coordinated, especially coordination. How to make sure that this supply chain, okay, the online ordering, customized production, logistics, the shipment, everything, okay, can function in good order. The way to coordinate is different from the traditional retail business. And these two things, in my view, is about the business model innovation. Kind of reflects the view last week. I totally agree. The digital economy will create new business model. Here is just one of them. There can be many more, many more. A test of your innovation. A test of innovation. But also, I wanted to inspire you to think what hasn't changed. To me, the nature of the fashion industry is here. It's still about how to serve the needs of consumers. And you probably will have more tools to do that. And also how to achieve that. Okay? My personal thinking is all the above. You still need a free flow of capital, free flow of merchandise, free flow of service, all those kind of traditional free flow. Add one thing, the free flow of data. Think about if there's no internet in Malaysia, what would happen? Censorship. There are a lot of countries have censorship, internet censorship, right? Such thing won't happen. Okay? But also, it's different from the traditional way of business because the data flow become more frequent, and you can even think about, what data here includes. Don't limit data just to numbers. Data can also include picture, image. There's also data. Voice, videos. These are also data. And the next example, I'll give you even more examples. Okay? And besides these, I think a business-friendly policy is very important. The tariff, okay? Policy to regulate intellectual property rights, okay? The finance, cross-border payment. Okay? All those things mentioned in the video also matters. And that's why, go back to the examples I gave you. That's why policymakers have to negotiate new rules to regulate or to facilitate these type of business models in the 21st century. Right? Do you get something? Okay. The next example, okay, a new technology called the product lifecycle management, which kind of gradually be adopted in our industry. Also want to ask you to think about two questions. First, what are the benefits of adopting this technology? And the second, what changed and what hasn't changed? So what a traditional product life cycle look like? It's in sequence. You have to design first. Design like choosing a fabric, and you have a concept design, and then make it into a idea, made into example, and arrange shipment signals. What happened in the video? What happened in the video? A lot of things can be stored electronically. And these are data. These are data. I cover every data. That different patterns. And it's integrated with the design team. This creates some revolution. Previously, these data are limited in one company. But now, all participants in the supply chain all can be shared with these information. And the way they share, the way they're shared with these information, these data, just like when we visit a website. It's a website-based system which integrate a lot of different systems, respective systems used by designers, used by the logistic firms, used by factories. This really creates a lot of convenience. For example, while you're designing the clothing, the factory can already know what you're designing, how about your process. And I can start to think about the sourcing of raw material. Right? And the retail team can even start to think about a gross margin, right? About an assortment plan. All things can happen at the same time. All things can happen at the same time. And see, it's like a web page. Traffic, right? Logistics even before the products are designed. I can start to think about logistics. And you revise the design, all can be done electronically, online. You don't have to go back and forth to ship your sample products. Significantly reduce the lead time. Save time and share. So all these data, the process, are shared by the participants in the supply chain. Costing sourcing. So the design team can also know, okay, what are the concerns by the merchandising team, and how they anticipate the margin will be, and how about the sales, and how to raise the assortment, different color, different size, different styles. Sales, right? Kind of seamless integration of the design team and the merchandising. Good question. Actually, there are a lot of TMD products, and this is from one company. Like a lot of factories, they adopt the ERP system to manage the resources they use, and this system can also be integrated with the ERP system. And it's not meaning that, all things, once again, it's not meaning that all things have to be one country. And it's, I will mention later. To present your results to your clients. So this is a key thing. Real-time collaboration. Collaboration among all participants in the supply chain. Okay. speeds development, improve communication, encourage process improvements. Improve process improvements. And let's just stop here. I think it's covered enough information. Okay. Take 10 seconds to think about these questions that are posed. Let me take a break. What are the benefits that I want to explain? And what changed and what hasn't changed? Traditional supply chain, 1 year. Why take so long? Because in sequence, you have to finish the previous step and you can move on. Fast fashion, 3 to 6 months. Why only 3 to 6 months? Because you can see a lot of process can happen at the same time. And with the help of product lifecycle management software, this process can be even shortened. More activities can start to, start to operate at the same time. Okay, so we can see the benefits. The great benefits is, the whole lead time will be further shortened. Company will be more productive and more responsive towards the market needs. Or put it this way, to better serve the needs of the consumer. Okay? And how to make it happen? How to make these things happen? Still, the traditional movements still be needed, right? At the free flow of data. Even more important, because a lot of transportation, a lot of communication through this platform. PLM is more about a platform, okay? Platform, just like while I visit a website here, it's the same as someone visit in Germany and in China, in India. The same, it's a platform. The communication becomes even more important. The download of image, upload of image, okay? And think about those regulations on intellectual property rights. All matters, and definitely the business-friendly rules. Business-friendly rules. Okay. But still, something hasn't changed. The nature of fashion industry hasn't changed. Still it's global, still it's long and fragmented, still it's buyer-driven, still different segments have different nature. But something has changed. Okay? The way the supply chain is constituted and coordinated and paired, employment structure, and the skill required. Think about who are needed to operate such a supply chain, to operate such a business model. Okay? And this is really about the industry landscape. The industry landscape. Okay. For example, through this technology, okay, if we see each country as kind of a resources, okay, what functions each country can undertake isn't and have a big change. Many developing countries nowadays, they're not satisfied with just simply assemble clothing. They want to undertake more functions. This is so-called the upgrading of the industry. Upgrading does not mean you bring a higher quality product, make your supply chain more efficient, but also about the functional upgrading. Previously I do manufacturing, but now I do design. Now I do branding, because I want more profits alongside the value chain. Okay? For example, in Donghua University, they received donation of this product lifecycle management software to strengthen the skill level of their students. A lot of design programs are offered in China just to help this country as a whole to strengthen its design capacity. Right? Probably it won't compete here because their design is more interested in the local market. But still, you can see the role China wants to play in the global value chain will keep changing. And don't forget, there's another very important factor. Where is the market? Previously, the market is in the United States, in the European Union, in Japan. 70% of clothing are imported by these three regions. But according to the latest, this is just one report released 2 weeks ago. Like by 2018, 64% of the clothing market actually is in emerging markets. China will actually be the largest clothing market in the world by 2018. The United States is second. And a lot of emerging economies are on the list of top market. Russia. Okay. Like Putin probably will consume more clothing at a time. And definitely these things will have an impact on the job market. Okay. Like here, we already see a 70% of the jobs are offered by retailers in the fashion apparel industry. And think about what retailers are hiring. Like you guys, you want a job. You want to work for TJX. And take a look at those job offerings by them. And ask yourself, are you prepared? Are you prepared to undertake this job? I kind of arrange the logistics. My personal worry is, right, a lot of jobs available in the fashion apparel industry in the future will be undertaken by graduates from different majors, more specialized majors, rather than just by our students. This is kind of bold thinking, but we'll see, and I'm very interested in further to explore this trend in the future. Okay. But just let you know, some things happening, okay, like logistic-related jobs are offered by apparel companies, but from my introduction in the past, it's not surprising at all. It's not surprising at all. Okay. Last but not least, I want to connect with today's lecture with what you had last week. I really enjoyed the lecture last week. I hope that you realized last week's lecture is more about understanding consumer. Like RFID, like a lot of digital omni-channel retailing, it's a buzzword nowadays, or big data, okay? How to use, how to collect different kinds of data and analyze them and gain more insights about consumers' thinking. Okay? These are digital economy, digital technology can do that. And today's lecture, I'm talking about how to provide the target market. Target market is based on what you analyze in the big data. But today I'm more talking about how to provide the target market with the right product at the right price, in the right quantity, at the right time, in the right place. Exactly merchandising the big picture. I hope you get disconnected. Right? In conclusion, I hope all our students can keep these three words in mind. Okay? One is globalization. And no matter you like it or not, you have to deal with it. Right? Second, technology. You have to play with technology, not just realize its importance. And third, think about leadership. Especially the U.S. is still a very important retail market. And this industry is buyer-driven. You guys, you look at the world. You should regard the world as resources. Regard the digital economy as a bunch of tools available to you. What you need to do is to find the market and then select the right tools, coordinate them together to serve the needs of your target markets. So leadership, coordination, communication, these skills will be very important. And definitely, just as the picture shows you, have a big picture vision in mind. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, about the free flow of data. Your credit card is also flowing out there, and as somebody who recently got my credit card hacked, I wonder what the controls are. You know anything about it? The only way you can pay online is with a credit card.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think it's more about the specific regulations on finance.